Hi there Aquarius, I'm Ellie Rose from UFORose.com and this is your love tarot reading for the 22nd to the 28th of October. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever resonates, let it in. If it doesn't, let it go for someone else. So let's see what we've got for our Aquariuses this week. Oh, we've got the Eight of Wands, communication. What about the other side? And the Hierophant, quite nice already. We've got somebody that wants to communicate and somebody that wants to commit. Let's actually find out more straight away. Let's see. Oh, okay. The Four of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Okay, so we have somebody that wants to communicate yet is feeling a little bit like they also don't want to lose control of the situation. So they might reach out, but it's kind of tentative. So it's not going to be like a reaching out with like declarations of love and affection. It might be like a, hey, how are you? It's like still keeping themselves like secure, like not giving too much of themselves away. On the other hand, we've got somebody that would like to commit. Now this can be a Taurus or a water sign, or this could be you, Aquarius. So this person is really quite trusting their intuition nowadays. They might not have done before, it might be like quite a new thing, but they're feeling very kind of like connected spiritually to the world, and perhaps even have had some sort of like spiritual awakening, some sort of like, you know, partial enlightenment process where like, you know, all of a sudden they're like trusting their intuition. Now if this is you, perhaps you've had like, you know, crazy dreams, signs from the universe, this kind of thing, and when you had them before, you might have been like, oh yeah, okay, I recognise that as being a little bit weird, and obviously it's a synchronicity, but I don't really know whether to trust it or what to do with it. Now you're like, yeah, I know that this is real, this is part of my new kind of concept of reality, and I trust it and I want to start following it. So yeah, let's find out what else can we find out about this person here on the left. King of Swords, yeah, this person is being very strategic. So this person, if this is you on my right, the other person might reach out to you in like a text message or an email or like something, and they might do this kind of like, you know, oh hey, yeah, you know, I'm just being casual, I'm just being non-committal. There's not going to be too much emotion in it. And this is if they are going to reach out, because they are definitely thinking about it. They would like to contact you. But at the moment, they're kind of like sitting in this Four of Pentacles energy, and it's like being driven by the King of Swords. So it's this kind of, it's this energy of like, I don't want to give too much of myself away. I don't want to make any like faux pas. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to seem like I'm too interested. I still want to keep my own like stability in this. Like I don't want to be out of control. I don't want to give you all of the cards. So yeah, it's a very tentative kind of reaching out. So if you have someone like over the next week or so reach out to you with like a, hey, how are you? Then you know that there's a little bit more behind that, I think, because they're really trying not to seem too eager. So let's find a little bit more out on this side. What have we got for this person here? Tell me more. The Ten of Cups, yeah, okay. So if this is you, you can really see a beautiful happy ending with this person. It's kind of like, you know, all of your wishes come true in a person, and it might not even look like, this person might not, you know, look like the kind of person that you always thought that you would be with, but then as soon as you met them, you were like, yeah, you tick all my boxes. And part of that has been the kind of the spirituality around it as well. Like if you've had some sort of like awakening, or you've just been learning more about spirituality, you've been paying more attention to your intuition, all of that is like tied up in this Ten of Cups. And you know, it's like you're committed to the connection, and because of that you've had these like crazy breakthroughs, but you're also committed to yourself at the moment as well. You're committed to your learning, committed to your intuition, trusting yourself, trusting your higher self, like what it has to say to you, so that it can bring you to this point of the Ten of Cups. This is really good. This is very good. So let's see what feelings has this person on the left got towards the connection, the Fool. Righty-ho. What feelings have we got? Okay. The devil was hiding behind the Ace of Wands and the Fool. So, yeah, the Fool here, sitting underneath the King of Wands and next to the Four of Coins, is like, this person doesn't want to make a fool of themselves, but they're also quite excited to have a new beginning with someone. Something that is very different to what they've had before. It's very different to their past relationships. Perhaps, you know, if this is you, perhaps you bring in some sort of like new way of seeing the world, some, you know, some new hope. Perhaps this person had some baggage beforehand from past relationships, or, you know, maybe people have treated them badly before, and you coming into their life showed them that there was like a new path to go down. There was like a, you know, there was hope. There was something exciting that you don't have, you know, you can just trust. You can just trust this person. And it's, yeah, they're kind of ready to take that leap. But we do have here the Devil with the Ace of Wands. So there's obviously some very magnetic connection with you guys here. And, you know, you're hot for each other, definitely. These two together is like, it's like animal magnetism, you know, like it's kind of like raw, sexy energy. Like you guys are like, ooh, hungry for each other. But I think that there might be some tendency to like go too much into that, rather than kind of maybe waiting to see if there might be a little bit more commitment. Like if you go too far into like, you know, oh, you know, sex and magnetism and energy and passion and all of this kind of stuff, it's like it might blow up too quick. Yeah, but definitely this person is interested for sure. It's just that, yeah, you need to be maybe a little bit careful, because they might be being a little bit cautious with their long-term offerings, like what they're offering long term. They might be like, hey, yeah, we can hook up, but, you know, I don't know what's going to happen down the line because I'm trying to keep myself safe. And, you know, with this with this Eight of Wands here, it can even be like the three of these together, like a booty call. So be mindful, you know, do what you want to do. Nobody's judging here, but be mindful that, you know, if you give away too much too quick, then maybe the Fool won't be able to continue down his journey. Just saying. So let's find out what feelings this person here has got towards the connection. We've got the Knave of Wands, the High Priestess, and we'll make it even with one more, and the Eight of Cups. Interesting. So this person is feeling like they don't want to rush into something, despite the fact that this connection has made you, or whoever, you know, if this is you, it's made you feel like, you know, you're having these like awakenings, or you're having all these different ideas of what love could look like, you know, like, wow, my eyes are open now. You're being quite cautious because there are some things that you still don't know about this person. There are some things that are still hidden, like, and with the Devil card here and the High Priestess, it's like you are suspicious of certain things. Maybe they might have some addictive tendencies. If not that, then something within their psyche that is not quite right yet, and that's why they're not entirely giving away all of their trust just yet. And they're, well, not giving away all of their trust, but like they're not giving themselves away too much. They're kind of like, they're clinging on to this, and they're, you know, they want to contact you, but they're also holding back. There's a reason for that, and I feel like if this is you on this side with the High Priestess, that you're kind of like a little bit like you can sniff that out, like there's something a little bit not quite right, something that maybe a little bit toxic, not intentionally so, but just something that you're like, I don't know about that yet. Yeah, so because of that, we've got the Eight of Cups here. So intuitively, it's kind of like fight or flight, like, you know, it's like danger, run away. You know, there might be something a little bit dodgy about this person, or, you know, perhaps you are thinking, this person only wants one thing, run away. And I mean, it might be the case that that is what's going on, So I feel like, yeah, your intuition here is trying to protect you, but at the end of the day, you should do what you feel is right, because even if it's a wrong decision, it will be the right decision. And I know that sounds weird because, you know, if down the line you end up heartbroken or upset or disappointed or like something like that, then it feels like it wasn't the right decision, but it was. It always is. It's always the right decision because there's always something that you have to learn. So if you want to go forwards with this person, despite having a little bit of like, oh, should I, shouldn't I, is there something with them? I would say follow your heart, because if there is a lesson to be learnt there, then it needs to be learnt. And you can't stop yourself from, you know, finding things out the hard way, unfortunately. That's kind of how life works, and that's how we learn. Like, we learn from our mistakes. So I'm not going to be the one to be like, no, don't go down that route because, you know, it might end up in pain, because any route could, you know, and you kind of need to just learn to follow what you want and see where it goes, and then just deal with the outcome afterwards, because it might be part of your journey to learn the odd hard lesson here and there. Sorry, tough love. We've all got hard lessons to learn. We've all got something, you know, that's going to hurt us, that's going to make us go, oh, I'm not going to do that again. But it's part of our journey and you can't really avoid it, so do what you got to do. So let's see, what is subconsciously blocking this person on the left here? That one. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Interessant. What about this one? And the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this person, I mean, the Ace of Cups here, as a block, is like they're kind of scared of love. Like, they're scared of truly loving somebody because of how much they would have to give. And they feel like perhaps it might be like a burdensome kind of experience. This is somebody that is perhaps a little bit emotionally unavailable. By that I mean, like, you know, yeah, we can have some fun, but I'm not going to give you my heart. It's like difficult, but you know, it's up to you whether or not you want to pursue that and find out why that is. You know, like, a lot of people always think like, I could be the one to unlock their heart and make them more available, but you might or you might not. It's just one of those where you've kind of just got to follow it to find out. So yeah, this person is afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid of love. They're afraid that if they invest too much, that it might be a little bit too much for them. So they're being very strategic about everything. They're hiding some things. They're holding themselves back. So what about this person on the right? What subconscious blocks have they got? Six of Swords, what subconscious blocks? And the Star. Yeah, so what's blocking this person here? And I feel like this is probably you. We've got to this point already. You know, we've got a few signs here: Taurus, lots of water signs, Aquarius. But part of your block is this hope, this kind of like, this hope that this will go in the direction that you want it to go, and that it will move out of difficult waters into something that's a lot more peaceful. And that can happen, but obviously you are having these like warning signs, these red flags from your intuition, which you're getting very good at following now. You know, you're beginning to trust your intuition, and now your intuition is like, whoa, hold up, Eight of Cups, maybe you should actually just walk away. But I don't feel like that is an option for you right now. So I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you to do anything, really. Like, who am I? I'm just some girl on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you to do anything. But I'm not going to be one of those people that's just like, walk away, leave it. Because I feel like we always have a certain lesson to learn. And like, sometimes we have to do stupid things and go into hurtful places with hurtful people in order to learn those lessons. And I'm not encouraging people to go into like toxic relationships. But if you are hell-bent on pursuing something, then nobody can tell you otherwise. So yeah, that is part of your block, really, is that you're very much like, you know, this is going to happen for me, this is my wish and I want it, so, you know, I don't want to move on from it. Yeah, you do you. That's what I'm trying to say. So what advice can we give to this couple? What advice can we give? Whoa, that was too many. We're going to have this one. Oh, Two of Cups. Ooh, okay, soulmate card. Come out right at the last minute. What have we got underneath it? These ones that fell out. Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, Two of Swords, the World. Okay. The advice is to follow your heart, even if it looks like there might be heartbreak on the horizon. Even if you don't know where it's going to go, even if you're confused about it, follow your heart. That's it. That's what I'm getting here, yeah. Soulmate card, whether it is or it isn't, that's how somebody out there is feeling at the moment, and nothing that anybody tells them is going to change their mind. So, you know, even if you're smelling this Three of Swords heartbreak on the horizon, even if you don't know what is ahead, even if it's really confusing and you're like, but which way do I go? What option do I choose? Just trust the universe, trust the world, trust that you will find the answer, whatever route you take. Any route is the right route. It doesn't matter. We're all going where we're meant to be going, regardless of how we get there. So yeah, you just do you, you follow your heart, and you know, obviously keep yourself safe, keep your boundaries in check, but at the end of the day, you've got to do what you feel like doing. So yeah, that is your reading, guys. I hope it resonated with some of you. If it did, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear about your particular situation. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I will see you next week.